Hello and welcome back to the ESL ESEA Pro League. It's time for our final game of the night, and we have had nothing but blockbusters so far today. I'm Alex Machine Richardson, in case you didn't know, and I'm joined by Jason Kaplan. What a babe. What a babe?
What?
What a great. I've just called you a babe. There you go, mate. There you go.
It's better than being called a babe? Being called a fiery babe.
What a babe he is. What a great day. Because that's exactly what babes goes for. Of games we've
I never knew
had.
you felt that way about me, Alex.
I've just... it's a Freudian slip.
I'm blushing. I'm just...
Yeah, so am I.
All right.
Anyway...
TSM Titan, final game of the day. It's going to be, hopefully, an epic game. TSM, though, have lost 2 straight now today, losing to Virtus Pro, losing to Fnatic. Titan, been hit or miss lately. Like you said before, I believe they're boot camping over before Gfinity land. On Inferno, going to be a good game between these two teams. I'm really, really hoping for it.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen them on Inferno before, up against Navi, so... I mean, we've had a showing from TSM. Titan, we don't know what form they're in, and that's going to be the main kind of talking point about this one. Is Titan such a strong team when everything clicks? And I'm interested to see if that does so, and if it works even more so if they are in that land environment that we think they're at boot camp.
And you know, the last time not the last time, but these teams have played against each other twice on Inferno in 2015, where TSM won both for lower bracket star ladders. So TSM do have the results. But we're going to see how it actually kind of plays out. You know, Titan have a losing record when it comes to Inferno, played it 19 times in 2015, winning 9, losing 10. On the other side, though, this is where it gets really crazy, and this is why I'm assuming TSM should be able to pick this up, bar prior results today. They played it 27 times in 2015. They've won 22 of those.
Wow. Repeat that stat for everyone at home.
They played Inferno 27 times in 2015, and they've won 22 times. So 22-5 on Inferno in 2015 for TSM is a strong record. But then again, they won 14 out of 18 times they met Fnatic in 2015. So stats don't really tell you diddly squat when you have Fnatic just raffle stomping like that.
And as the knife round has concluded, it's time for the game to get underway. On the left-hand side of your screen's Titan, on the right TSM. And then we're going to be starting this one off with Titan on the CT side and TSM on the Ts.
All right, so let's see how this works out for them. Titan, you know, in particular, Kenny S. I still want to see him, you know, play on a level that we've come to know him, you know, that we've expected out of him. And unfortunately, I don't think he's really hit his stride just yet. But let's see how things go. TSM, they do have a smoke, 2 flashbangs on the side of Titan, though. 3 men with armor. Maniac with a kit and a smoke, flash, and nade to use out of Kenny S.
Yeah, and Existence does have the armor P250, so they've kind of geared him up. I think that must have been Maniacs. As they are just going to be slowing this one down. The bomb is just at the bottom of the banana, but that it does really kind of doesn't always tell the whole story. TSM do look to be starting to pay some attention. The smoke comes out onto CT. They're ready for the push, and Apex is going to be first on the scene to receive them. He's going to back away. Doesn't want to commit too much. And KJB, oh, beautiful with the burst fire. Glock dives off Spall to pick that one up. And with 1 CT down, the bomb's going to be going in, and TSM have swarmed onto B.
He was by himself, too. He was the only man to defend onto the B site. Maybe not expecting TSM to rush straight through, and now Titan going to play for the retake. Again, Maniac, he has the kit. Kenny S still has a smoke to work with. His RPK does open up on a Cage and B. Device able to take down Existence, though. And now RPK on the push through construction. You can see the 3 men on site with Dupree towards Banana. And this is going to be tough. RPK just dives straight over the barbecue, picks up the kill, and they're looking to pick them off one by one. Dupree, though, coming at big, secures 1, secures 2. And now Kenny S, the last man alive in a 1-on-2, will have a kit potential. Not enough time to defuse the bomb, and he'll go down with the ship as TSM secure their first round.
Yeah, and Dupree managing to maintain that armor. That's an extra bonus for them. As TSM, I'm a little unsure why Titan only invested Apex onto that B site. Maybe they were really convinced there was going to be something towards A. I don't know how many indicators TSM put out towards that A site, but either way, regardless...
Well, with high risk comes high reward, you know? If they did go A, you know, it's 4 people waiting, and that could have been an easy pistol run for Titan. Unfortunately, now they have to play with the cards that they've been dealt. They do have a scout on Kenny S, a Mag 7 on RPK, and a couple of pistols to work with, too, and Kenny S not able to get the tag. Does get it, though, onto Kerrigan as he goes for the re-peek. Now they have the damage advantage.
Yeah, paid a heavy price. 20 points of health remain now. As Existence going to be throwing out his first smoke, baited out from courtesy of, who was that, Cajun B. He's just managed to force out the only smoke that B defense has, and I wouldn't be surprised if TSM start to piece that together as they start realizing just how many Titan members are over towards this A site. Smoke blocking off the left-hand side of this mid push, and they're going to be coming straight on in, wrapping around towards that short side.
So that smoke coming out of Apex to re-smoke off the top of Banana.
Yeah, they started to wrap, then decided actually that's a wasted smoke on B. The B site is going to be completely undefended. They're realizing that there's a great deal of a CT presence on that A side, but they are in a position to readily rotate. You can see they are all stacked to the top side of the A site.
Yeah, they're just keeping it smoked. So if TSM are going to go through this, they have to go through the smoke, and Kerrigan's caused a little bit of distraction towards A in the meantime, but Apex rotating around to help out. Maniac does clean them up. Existence with the CZ, not able to connect, and that will be the B site taken by TSM.
So, 3 Titan members readying themselves for a potential retake here. Mag 7 for RPK and MP7 for Maniac, because they're going to try and piece something together. Device shut Kenny S's Scout Dream down. And they're just going to be clutching onto what they can from this round, hoping to maybe get an exit or two. And Dupree's going to show himself and shut that at Mag 7 out of the hands of RPK. And Maniac's just going to run as far away as he possibly can from that site to ensure his survival. TSM picking up an easy second and just 1 casualty from that round as Kerrigan did go down.
Is he looking for entry frag or exit frags?
I would be surprised if he's looking for an entry.
I mean, he's able to pick up one, so he gets a lot of money, especially with the MP7 used. It's like 600 bucks back in his pocket. And he's continuing to go for it. Will be dropped by Device, so unfortunately able to save that for the next round. But either way, TSM, strong start, 2 first rounds. Like I said, they've lost the first 2 games of the day that they played. You know, you want to end it on a high note. You want to end with a win. You don't want to lose 3 straight in a day.
That's for certain. Wouldn't do too much for TSM's confidence, especially on a map like Inferno. Double AK now for TSM. Cajun being Kerrigan wielding them, as they have the double SMGs. A Mac Daddy and an MP7 with the CZ of Dupree. So, starting this one off, it's once again a stack from Titan. They really do seem to favor these stacks, and it is such a scary position for the TSM boys to be in if they don't work this out. I think Device is going to do just that. Oh, he's just walked in and realized that there is just a swarm of CTs, unfazed though with the Mac 10. His teammates are just going to start.
I don't think he's not spotted any of the others yet. I think he's only seen 2, and he will spot out the 3rd, so he's assuming there's probably more here. And when he picks up 2 kills, that's a lot of money. The rest of TSM, they're over towards the A side. The bomb will be planted and working out heavily in favor of TSM side.
Wow, I mean, Device is just a brilliant scout there. Just diving into the site, he knew that he'd done enough damage by picking up 2 frags and managed to transmit all the intel that his teammates needed to get that bomb down. I don't think Titan have got too much they can work with here. Just hoping to catch TSM on the exit. Existence is kind of the closest to picking up a frag, actually. As you can see, Dupree is pushing round, and oh, the leaping CZ. What game is this? There's now Apex and Maniac just backing away and just going to be hoping to catch one off.
Well, TSM going to maintain all their guns, though. Not really going to put themselves in a position to lose anything, and yeah, Maniac can't have anything bought anyway, so why not die with the bomb? So TSM off to a strong start, 3-0. They do have quite a decent economy, too. Not losing out on too many men in the last few rounds. But here we go, Titan, no head armor invested. They do have 1 kit, though, in the hands of Maniac. But look at this, not a lot of flashes, not a lot of grenades to work with, especially incendiary grenades. Like we saw be so important for NIP earlier on today when they played against Na'Vi.
We certainly did, and we're gonna see just how effective they can be. Apex and Existence are going to be the B defense pair for this one. We've seen a handful of them get right in Freiburg, Seized and Flamey. Now Apex and Existence. Let's see how this one shapes up. Wow, look at the aggressive presence elsewhere. Cajun B just pops the brain of Apex. And Dupree and Zipnix on the other side of the map are about to get down and dirty. It's actually going to be Maniac to take 1, take 2. Big play there from Maniac. As now the TSM offense draws to a bit of a halt as they realize that things are not going their way on the A site.
Well, this is dangerous because Existence has no smoke. Kenny S is the man at Arch to help defend this, but he doesn't have a smoke either. So TSM can go barreling straight through this with the smoke of Cajun B or Kerrigan. And RPK and Maniac are the 2 just sitting inside a pit. This should be a clean take for TSM. It comes down to, can Existence land his shots without the help of anyone else? And well, inside a fountain, will connect a little bit onto Device, but not picking up the kill for now. Kenny S is going to charge straight to the smoke too, puts himself in a terrible position. And Kerrigan able to turn it around and get 1 kill, but there we go, Exist. Oh, 1 isn't enough, and Kerrigan does come up. But there we go, the bomb now planted. 1 onto RPK and Maniac on the other side of that smoke. Kerrigan, I don't think he hasn't been spotted. Oh, this should be 3 kills. He gets 1, he can't get the second. I'm not sure if he expected RPK to be there. And that will get Titan now their first round.
That couldn't have been any closer, though, for Titan. It was certainly costly, but they do manage to pick up that all-important fourth. TSM so close yet so far. And now the next test for Titan is winning this next round. They've taken a kind of a risk now, and they do have just enough economy to pull it together.
The thing is, in their first gun round, it wasn't like a clean, pristine win. It was, all right, we can just scrape by with one person.
Yeah.
You know, so they can't really afford, you know, the M4s they want to use. They can't afford the utility, and maybe not necessarily want to, which is why they had to go for the Famouses. And now KGB with the op. We didn't see too much of it in the NIP Na'Vi game because of how many smokes and how much control and deep control we've seen out of B. And we're seeing a clear contrast within, you know, these 4 teams alone, where Na'Vi and NIP put a lot of emphasis on controlling Banana. Even Dinatos did when we saw him last week. A Titan, maybe it's because they haven't had the money just yet, the economy to make that work. But they haven't really put too much presence there. Like we saw, you know, 1-man stack and pistol round, then they went for the 4-man stack or the 5-man stack in the 3rd round. Enough of trying to get that feel of TSM so they can just figure out what they want to do and hopefully for their sake catch them off guard. And this is aggressive play by KGB. Doesn't have anyone there to back him up, so if he dies, he loses his op for good.
Yeah, realizes it may not be the best of ideas as he does back away from that one. The bomb retrieved from spawn, left in the safe hands of the hay bales. It's KennyS using that FAMAS to pretty strong performance. Does manage to pick up a big tag onto Carrigan. Just 43 points of health now for him as he's going to push on. KennyS looking to finish what he started as he does actually take down KGB. There's still a heavily tagged Carrigan who is still living to tell the tale for now. This Kenny repositions into Library. And he does just that. He reads into Carrigan's play as he picks that one up. Dupree trades off though. 3 for 3. As the T's are trying to make something happen, 25 seconds. And
Device gets the kill on Kenny, so that does give him the actual bomb step existence. Is trying to stall for time. Let's get some good damage in. The nade, ooh, connecting very well. But Apex now coming around from the back. Bomb will get planted. Looking for the kill onto the Mana Pit. He can't connect on a Zipnix. And now Existence with 34 HP all alone. Device does shut him down. And TSM secure their 4th round now of this first half.
And that's going to be putting Titan in such a sticky situation. They picked up the round prior, and they are going to be without funds now as they go into this next one.
We said how crucial it was that they win the round because of how much money they invested, because they only won with 1 person in the round just prior on the gun round. And you're seeing it reflected in the guns, the equipment they bought. 1 nade on Apex and a CZ, rest P250s and just RPK fully saving.
It's not an ideal position for Titan. When you win a round that's so close, you have to really claw back the next one to stabilize your economy. And now...
That nade just, I mean, did nothing. I mean, it's obviously used to weaken up the team, but it didn't really work out in Maniac. He did, you just saw him, he pushed through apartments. He saw a couple of them in middle, and he might be able to go for the flank on quite a few of them. I think he might go through Vietnam. And he's going to hear them coming up from the top, so like he knows they're rotating back towards B. He can call to his team, guys, get over towards B. If he can get there a little bit quicker.
There's one more.
Oh.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh, this is so dangerous. This is a dangerous. Oh no, that's such a dangerous game to play, and Zipmix just comes around the corner and gets a kill onto him.
It was most definitely a dangerous game, but already we're seeing Titan start to take something away from TSM. That's 2 frags. Device and Dupree down, the double Ds. There's KennyS. Has got so little to work from, so little going from. Just a P250, no armor, and the smoke's locking him out of that bomb site. He's just going to be roaming around construction, hoping to be fed another frag. Oh my lord! KGB's health just gets chunked. Not enough though. 5 points is plenty. And KennyS is just backing away just to
a random dink,
just to get himself safe.
And TSM are going to chase us down. It's not worth their time. At P250, no armor. Why bother? Why not? Just don't give over any guns to KennyS or even to Titan. Keep your economy growing. TSM now will be up 5-1. Seems like they maybe caught their second wind. Now as they've got a lot of momentum built up on this T side. Titan just struggling for kills, struggling for control of this game.
I think that's for certain, and they are going to be still looking to scrape together money. This is actually quite reminiscent of where TSM were against Fnatic just the game prior. Like, they were constantly trying to force something together, then realizing they have to go for a double eco, which is exactly what we're going to be seeing here, just pistols. And actually RPK investing into armor, he realizes he can just about scrape that together. And
that's interesting that he did that too, because, you know, you could have saved the extra 1,000, or it was 600 for him. I thought he got head on.
No, he bought smoke as well, you're right.
Okay, so, like, just save that for maybe an op next round for Kenny. You know, could have put that towards down payment. Yeah, just haven't had the economy to do it. And there we go, smoking up top of B. Cajun be just catching him out. I think there's a couple of grenade too from Device that really chipped him down low. And TSM are just picking up kill after kill and playing it still cool, calm, and collected to secure round after round.
And now Titan, whilst they most definitely are in a sticky situation, is just trying to gain some sort of information about where this T side is about to push. And that answer is going to be provided for them by TSM any second now, as a great flash there is going to enable Maniac to peek, and that should be Xyp9x down. Not going to happen. The flash didn't actually catch him. And now Xyp9x is just going to go straight on into the site. Picks up 2. And his teammates are going to do the rest. Existence last man standing. A full health, fully alive TSM just on the hunt for the in-game leader for Titan. And there's no need here, as he's just going to hang about in library and hopefully catch 1 or 2 on the way out.
Are they even going to run into him? They should know he has no gun, just a P250, and is it even worth chasing him? I feel like there's more downside than to a positive, and it doesn't matter either way. Existence tries to get a better shot, better angle onto Device, and he does fall. 6-1 TSM. I mean, considering how many blockbuster games we've had today, there's just been so many one-sided ones.
Yeah, truly, it's because you said before that these teams are so very strong, and I'll talk about that in a second, because KennyS has just picked up the AWP, and this is something interesting to me. Apex, 0 frags. The entry fragger for Titan has yet to find any entry frags whatsoever, and I mean, that does also say something about their economy, but that fast smoke from TSM is going to lock out Kenny. And I don't know whether TSM were aware that was going to be the buy for Titan. Either way, the glass cannon Kenny has to back away.
Oh, again, we've seen how different, I just want to put this out one more time really quickly, these teams play with NIP Na'Vi versus these two. No B control, or no banana control, more importantly, out of Titan. Kind of giving that one up for free. Considering, Titan, back when they were, the old Titan, Very Games, etc., like, they were the kings of Inferno. Like, they were better than Fnatic, NIP. But then when they split up, they kind of seemed to not practice it as much, maybe kind of give up on the map in general. And I feel like they've been struggling just ever since. Titan, they've won 9 times, lost 10 on Inferno in 2015. And TSM won 22 times and lost 5 in 2015. So you're seeing a clear difference in popularity between the two teams of this map, and not to mention victories. 40 seconds left on the clock for TSM to piece together an assault. And that's going to be a step in the right direction for Titan. As RPK opens onto Karrigan. Bomb is safe in the hands of Xyp9x as he does recover it, and KennyS just holding the angle on towards Boiler to actually pick that one up, and TSM realizing that it's going to be their best bets, and rightfully so. There is just one man holding it. Apex in CT's side, and he's actually going to be spraying through the smoke to connect. Existence is on the site, hanging around New Box, ready and waiting for the incoming push, and oh, he's perfectly repositioned himself. TSM now trained on New Box, actually shows himself, and that's going to cost him potentially his life. If they do jump onto Great, they're going to do just that, but Device is there. It's going to be 3 frags for Titan. 3 frags, excuse me. 3 left standing for Titan as they pick up their second. All right, so there you go. That's what they need to get some momentum going. They have the op for KennyS still, which is something you can kind of point to what's really been working for him in the rounds that they've won. They've won half the rounds with him having an op. But again, his reactions are just ridiculous when it comes to sniping. He's able to get the kill, I think, on just like a pixel shot towards Boiler. Let's see, the side TSM, they have a lot of money to work with. A lot of utility still in terms of grenades, smokes, flashes. They're not going to be hurting on money too much. They should be able to buy up in the next round too. But they're going very quickly over towards A. This might catch Titan off guard, but Kenny picks up the first one to Dupree. Cajun, though, able to respawn. Gets himself one, and that should be able to call to his teammate to help out from balcony. But no, Kenny and Maniac stopping the A push in their tracks. And now Device in a 1-on-3 with 50 health. Does secure a second on a Maniac, so potential is becoming very real, but switching to the smoke and jumping straight on top of the bomb. Not expecting Apex to be pushed so far up. This cost him and his team another round.
Yeah, Apex picking up his first 2 frags now, and he's probably going to be a bit happy with that one. And no surprises there, as Apex and Kenny start fragging, Titans start winning rounds. That was actually something we pointed out way back when on week 1 in Titans' game against Dignitas. One of the kind of most outstanding stats from that was that Kenny was at the bottom of the scoreboard, as was Apex. And surprise, surprise, Titan weren't having a strong T side. This time, though, it is on CT, slightly, potentially less relevant, but regardless.
I'd like to see, actually, a stat. I remember I had one for Na'Vi back in Katowice of, like, how many rounds Titan win when KennyS picks up the first kill? Or like how often they win the round when KennyS picks up the first kill?
Like
it was
crazy.
for Guardian, and it was like 93% of the time when he picked up the first kill, they won the round, which is just insane. But here we go. TSM speeding things up yet again, going for a push on towards B. The spray through smoke connects onto 2 Apex, securing those for himself and his team. And the bomb will slowly make its way through. It will get planted as well. Kerrigan, he's actually going for the lurker roll, but he's up against Maniac and KennyS. He gets the first kill, and now Titan have to switch up gears, be a little bit quicker, even send a man back to deal with Kerrigan, which RPK will secure. And now on a 2-on-4, Device does secure one to even things out a little bit.
Apex, he's already picked up a double through smoke. He was open for something else there. RPK getting pressured from Dark, but Zipnix, brought low, not low enough. RPK knows he has potential for this one as it's all onto Zipnix. The volley, that's going to be perfect. And we were talking about fiery mountains before. It's going to be a fiery corner this time. And I think he's just about pulled together the defuse. No, the last millisecond.
If he didn't throw the Molotov and depended on KennyS to protect him with the op and the pistol, they would have had that round.
What, so you're saying lack of communication or lack of faith?
A little bit of both, maybe?
A little bit of both.
I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, so maybe he thought he had enough time, but if he just trusted KennyS, because they knew he was there. Like, Zipnix just killed someone when he rounded the corner. They knew he was there. Depend on him to watch the corner for you. Don't throw the Molotov out, and you would have had that round. So that's going to cost. That's going to be very costly for Titan. As you can see, they're on a very, very scrappy buy. Okay, so going for the quick peek out window. Zipnix, though, not going to give him the opportunity to get the quick peek out window. It's not just pushing straight in with the help of the flashbang, but only gets one. And that will be a B taken. I don't know, Titan need to play that a little bit slower.
This is smart. This is just smart from TSM. They were like, right, well, Kenny has an AWP. We know he managed to save that. Where isn't Kenny going to go? Probably B. Managed to storm straight on in and actually managed to take the AWP out of Kenny's hands elsewhere on the map. Maniac is just really not in a prime position at this point. Did a bit of chunk of damage to Kerrigan, but I think he realizes his time is over. And that's going to be another round on the board for TSM. This is a real... I mean, it's a real display of how strong they can be on T-side Inferno. Or more so how poor Titan can be on their CT side.
I wonder, actually.
How many sides do you think there is to this story?
Many? I can't give you a definite number. I was just trying to calculate in my head, like, what would the money situation have been like if TSM lost that round instead of winning when RPK didn't get the defuse in time? Like, would they have been able to buy it that last round? And if so, would that be then 5-7 scoreline for Titan? Well, in favor of TSM still? I don't know. It's again, hindsight's always 20/20, but we do have a big stack towards B. The flash is coming out, and they're charging straight into TSM, falling one by one. The KennyS with the CZ picking up two. And it does net them a couple of guns as they quickly rotate back towards the A site.
And it's the right call to make, because here comes the remaining team member.
Apex is tucked in.
Kerrigan is going to be ready to defend that bomb plant. Bomb going in. Courtesy of Dupree is now the time is of the essence for the Titan boys. Kenny and RPK do remain, and they're just like, nope, not interested.
Yeah, we'll keep the AKs. We'll save those for the next round. But that's TSM now 9 rounds against 3 on T side of Inferno.
Yeah. I mean, you went into this one, and your main kind of expectance was a whole lot of close games. And you haven't been given it just yet. Fnatic just turned it up another notch against TSM, and now TSM turning it up against Titan. And you saw there the scoreboard, 17 frags for Device. And everyone else is like one frag separating them. It just shows this one individual just turning up and destroying the Titan.
That's that Guardian Elite pin he's got. It's all about that. He's not a quarterfinalist. Guardian Elite. Scumbag, that's the only one I don't have. But either way, stellar performance by him. I wonder what happened the games prior, though. Why wasn't able to put up numbers like that before? But, you know, it happens. But let's see if Titan can respond. They do have the op yet again on KennyS. Sitting on 12 frags himself, not too shabby. But they're missing out on a lot of flashes. Missing out on armor, too. KennyS's complete glass cannon. And he's trying to go for the peek down middle. He will pick up a kill. Meantime, Device has gained control of this banana area.
Yeah, just, well, you say taken, also given by the Titan side.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, considering Titan haven't been the aggressive team to get control of banana. It's really weird to see that big of a difference in playstyles from just a game or a couple games prior when we saw NIP Na'Vi. And that game was just focused around controlling banana. Oh, KennyS. This is like free pickings for him. So damn fast on the trigger. Oh.
Cage and B. It's just TSM walking into the jaws of Kenny.
You just, because when you watch that, everyone at home is like, I'll never be that good. Like, to hit shots that quickly, and Zenmix will finally respawn. Remember, he was a glass cannon, so he even invested into armor. He only had, I think, a smoke, but he picks up 2 kills. 3 kills.
Now, the 2 TSM members do remain, and Titan have the gear to deal with this. As Maniac's going to start spraying down. It's actually RPK who finds one. Oh, Hypnix. This is looking not too shabby for him. He's picked up 3 already in this round 2 to find it. The bomb is going to be going down. Potentially going to be the ace for him. Oh my lord, he's picked up 4-1 to find Existence, the last man standing for Titan. Existence shakes his head as he's going to pick up that final frag and manage to shut down that dream. Oh, I say that. Oh, there we go. Manages to find it. Does have a kit. Oh, that would have been such an embarrassing round.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Zenmix versus Penta yesterday when they're playing Inferno, he had that amazing play from Pit, able to just completely shut down the retake and defend it for his team. And 4 kills, I mean, that's not bad. Just couldn't get that fit that he needed to, you know, get Titan, or to get, sorry, TSM another round on the board. But still, 9-4, that's not a shabby first half. Even if they went 9-6, that wouldn't be bad. But I feel like, you know, TSM, they went more than 9. Because, like, 9 is good, but why not 10? Why not 11? Especially with the way they've been playing, with Device just opening sites left and right.
Going for aggressive. This is, you're saying they hadn't done it before. This is the early Molotovs, even a Kenny S
weird.
on Banana. Like, yeah, Titan really convinced TSM were going to be heading towards B, and it couldn't be any different of a story. As you can actually see they're way over towards that alt mid side by the haystack. Oh, and they're setting out nades. This is going to be a big push, and only Apex and Maniac are ready to receive.
As Pop Flash comes in to actually get them over towards Archway, the smoke's coming in too. They're getting wrapped around Apex, and Maniac can be the 2 defending. This is going to be difficult, especially with Maniac now gone. Apex in Graveyard. Does get 1 kill, but I imagine can't get much more than that as Kerrigan picks up another. Kenny though on the response. And it is now 3 apiece for both teams. Cajun quick to answer, and he secures 2 more for himself. Existence now the last man alive, and we could be looking at 10-4 if he can't pick these kills up. Oh, wow, he's got 2 more, 17 HP. Now 12 on Kerrigan. Inside I put the nade, is it going to connect? No, yes, he gets it!
Oh, that is it. He just teaches Zenmix a lesson. Oh,
he's
no.
Sorry, he's getting the op. I was like, oh my god. Oof. He's giving me a heart attack there. And he finds the bomb quicker this time. Existence 2 rounds running. Clutches the round, saves Titan, and gets 2 more on the board.
That was real little masterclass there. Existence didn't even lose a point of health with those 3 frags. Good god, that's a tongue twister.
Sounded American when he said that.
What, 3 frags? I went American.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. 1 more to go in this first half, and it seems to be an all too familiar situation, especially reminiscing over Overpass. And where I say 10-5 sounds an awful lot worse than that 9-6. Either way though, let's dig our teeth into this final round, and we are once again seeing Kenny head on towards that Banana side. Actually connects the shot, not going to be enough though as he's getting pressured. The Molotov is the one to take down Cajun B, as he's going to be trying to find a second. He does. RPK with another. That's 2 molly kills already this round for Titan as they back away, and 2 TSM members remain, looking for double figures on the board.
Let's see if they can do it. It's gonna be pretty difficult though. They have smoked off Kenny S. Oh no, they haven't. There's a gap. And Kenny, that's all he needs, but unfortunately can't connect the shot at Kerrigan, but Maniac's there to help out. And now it's Device against Apex and Maniac. Bomb will be planted. Device leading his team in score. He's got the AK and Tech nowhere, but he's got 2 flashes, he's got a Molotov. If he can just stay alive long enough and molly that bomb, he can put pressure in, and here we go. The molly gonna come in to buy some time. Doesn't take this man towards Fountain though, and Apex cleans it up. And that will take Titan now. Another round running. Actually, I want to see. That is the 3rd round straight for them as well. As they do stop TSM from going on a giant winning spree to hit double digits on Inferno T side.
Yeah, they're going to be... I'm not sure. I think they're just going to be very kind of serene about this. They're like, okay, guys, it's a best of 1. They're going in kind of... Like, let's be honest, TSM have just played 2 games of CS prior to this one against good quality teams.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, exactly. And then Titan going in as this been their first game, not necessarily a warm-up game. I wouldn't be surprised if they've played scrims prior, but I mean, TSM have definitely come in hot to this one.
And I feel like Titan, they struggle, you know, a lot of the times with best of 1s. I'm thinking back to offline qualifiers for Katowice when they played against Peter and went into like triple overtime. Against,
triple?
Yeah, it was like triple overtime, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right.
Against, not a no-name team, but in terms of Europe and all the big teams we had attending Katowice, it was generally a no-name team. They just seem to struggle. And I don't know what it is, but, you know, it's not possible to come back from the scoreline 9-6. but it's going to be difficult, especially on the T side against TSM. But like, you know, TSM, like you said, who's had 2 games of warm-up already against, you know, the top teams in Europe. It's doable. It's just going to be tough.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy task, and I mean, we've had 5 games from TSM in 2 days here at the ESL ESEA Pro League, and we've had kind of mixed bag of results from them. You've said it before yourself that you were expecting a lot more from them in that Fnatic game in particular.
Yeah, I was definitely hoping for it.
Yeah, he did. Like, this isn't something for the cameras. This is genuinely Jason going, I'm really looking forward to Overpass. But he's
it happened last week with Cash and Fnatic and Envious, but you know what? TSM Titan, let's have a close game here. Come on, guys.
Do it.
I believe. And let's see. Now TSM on the CT side with 9 rounds under their belt. Titan with 6 on the T side. And Titan, I think Pisteron is definitely the first thing you need to do to get the ball rolling for yourself. And there we go with that first kill on the Kerrigan. It does open things up.
Dupree down and out as well. Strong start from Titan as the 3 CTs remaining are about to get heavily stacked. Kenny S, bullet to the brain of Cajun-B, and now Zipnix and Device.
Look at this. It's 5-on-2, and look how slow Titan are still playing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they are not taking any risks. And Device and Zipnix realizing that their best bet is to... actually, I was going to say stack together. No, Zipnix is spreading himself back out towards the B site. Just wanting to try and gather any sort of intel he can. Device,
I think if TSM clutch this, 2v5, you should eat a hat.
What kind of hat? Like a small hat? Like a doll hat?
A Milady hat.
Milady, oh, Fedora.
Fedora.
I'm all right. I'm not going to take that bet.
Titan, though, they're pushing up towards A with 4 people. Device can be the man in apartments to defend. They do have a kit on Zipnix, so it is potentially possible, especially if Device could have picked up that kill. I don't think Existence... Did he? Okay, he should now know with that step. I don't think he necessarily heard that shot, you know, rattling off behind him. But here we go. 2-on-4 after plant situation. Device using that decoy to maybe make him turn, but can't kick the shots.
Can't connect the shots yet, as once again Kenny S does hit onto Zipnix, and now Apex
just all
says
4
no.
turn. Immediately, they're like, all right, let's rush him down. There's nothing he can do. Oh, that's rough.
This is where they all perfectly line up and 4 taps of his USP.
Oh, I would eat a hat.
Yeah, you would. But I mean, look at that. Kenny S at the top of the scoreboard. He didn't necessarily have it up for too long in the early game. His frags didn't really represent that. As soon as he started picking it up, his frags started to tell an all too familiar tale for Titan. Kenny S, double the frags for the man below him. Let's see if they can keep this. And you know, to his credit, Device is in a pretty similar position as well for TSM.
And it's funny because Danish teams are usually really good on CT side. So if Titan can get momentum going, and they very well could, you know, tie things up and actually take the lead for the first time in this game. TSM still playing it, so a lot of SMGs bought, actually 4. Cajun-B just trying to survive the fire that's burning underneath. He's actually all by himself. Device is trying to back him up from balcony, but Titan, they're not even checking the room. Oh, Cajun, he's got a perfect spot. Existence could actually fall from this once he pushes up because he's going to look towards balcony. And Cajun, he's taking his time. We'll expect the second man. Oh, they don't even spot him. He runs right into him. Cajun-B could come up huge. He's giving so much information to his team. And there's one. Can he get the second? Yes, he does. And TSM pick up 2 kills for losing 1 man in this round.
And Titan are going to be kicking themselves as they know that they need to check their corners. Carrigan's chimed in with 1 as well. And TSM have just shown up out of the blue in this second round. And now 2v3. Cajun-B's managed to pick up an MP7. Kenny S just shuts down Carrigan though, as it does become not so much a level playing field. There's certainly full armor on the side of Titan. It does favor the French team. Kenny S opting for the Tech 9 as well as Cajun-B and Device. And Cajun-B's in a prime position to catch out Kenny here. Kenny, his thoughts, he's considered that Banana is completely clear. Cajun-B, why are you so smart? Turn your brain off as he does pick up 3. This could be before it is. Cajun-B has made the round his own, and he's going to try for the defuse, and Titan get picked apart by 1 man. Cajun-B, the Great Dane.
This guy and his timings. Holy crap. That, I mean, just to sit in bedroom after being mollied out, to play it patient, and then to like bump into them and not freak out and just like start spam clicking. Look at this, he bumps into him. You would think right there RPK would spot him, but he turned just a little bit too quickly. Cajun-B, 4 kills, gets TSM on the board. So damn well done by him.
Whew, man oh man. Strong performance from that dude, and that's going to give him such a little a leg up on that scoreboard, putting him down to 13.
That had to have taken the wind out of Titan's sails.
Oh, most definitely. You know, this is a team that's prone to tilting as well. There's no denying that. We've seen it time and time again where they lose to teams they feel like they shouldn't. Obviously, TSM probably not one of those teams in that category, but regardless, Titan don't deal well with some of these, especially the plays they feel like they should have won. That pistol round, most definitely, from KGB would have been one of them. Nice from RPK. Paid a heavy price though, just 9 points of health for him as he's going to decide it's probably not the best investment of that AK as he's traded it out with existence, but still, there's a whole lot of TSM members and 58 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, that's a lot of time to work with for Titan. And they do have a lot of smokes and molotovs and flashes to work with, so they very well could pull this off, but let's see how TSM play this. Zipnik still see an arch, perfect peek on RPK. And now existence, the last man alive. He's got 3 men around him, will smoke off arch, so he could work that direction, but instead he's going to go over towards short. 30 seconds now to go. And maybe even that is a distraction. I feel like him trying to save his gun is not going to work. He's got to go for it. He has the bomb, but he's got to pick up so many big kills to even allow him to get into a site.
And the answer to that question is a resounding no, as we are going to see him get taken down, bullet to the center of his body. We are going to see 11-7 is going to be the scoreline, and I mean, after the initial round picked up by Titan, TSM have just rubbed salt into the wound and picked up 2 back-to-back. Top of the scoreboard as well, 21 for Kenny, still waiting for his teammates to join him towards the top of the higher echelons of the scoreboard. As they are once again just onto that kind of Glock and P250 train.
And because they bought up the last round, they have nothing to spend in this. And it should be round number 12 for TSM. I would say a little bit different if we saw P250 picked up for Titan. You know, it could potentially happen if you pull KGB.
Yeah.
But TSM, like that, God, KGB's got to be feeling so confident now after a play like that with the P250 earlier on. But we're seeing Titan try to maybe fight back a little bit. I feel like they're just kind of talking things over, maybe waiting for TSM to get a little bit aggressive. But again, with those M4s, with the flashes, smokes, and incendiary grenades, it's going to be difficult to push in towards one of these sites. And Device, well, he's going to actually get taken down. That's going to open up a gun for Titan. And that is a good start for them getting towards this A site. Oh, wow, a second Apex.
This is what Apex does best. He's got it on now. He's picking up this entry frags, and he's going to get a third. Oh my god, Apex! He just walked in. His teammates fully reliant on him, but Karrigan is doing exactly the same in return. And taking 2 down, of course, that lack of armor is going to make it so very easy to dispatch of them at this point. But with the bomb down, enables them to hold tighter positioning. Karrigan and Zipnix with it all to do. Karrigan's nade lands into the pocket of RPK, but Kenny is there, and Zipnix goes down to existence, and that is a huge win for Titan off the back of Apex with his 3, and Kenny existence just mopped it up. And you know, you said KGB got some momentum from his pistol round. Titan will get some from that.
It's just that commentator's curse. It's like, yeah, you know, they shouldn't be able to pull this off. They have 1 P250, and they catch up 1 M4. They turn it into another kill. They turn it into 2 M4s for the team, and they just snowball the entire round. So well done by Titan. And now TSM going to be the ones on the save. The Mag 7, CZ, a couple P250s in there too. But wow. Keeping their composure. Well done to Titan. That's not easy to do, especially when you're just like, well, all of his Glocks and a P250. This is a 1 round for them.
It's avoiding that mindset that brings those kind of rounds home.
Exactly. Now Titan with a lot of things to work with as long as they don't take too much damage in the process. And they're still, I mean, even in their first gun round, or the second round, they still played very cautiously. Even the pistol round where they killed 3 people, it was a 5-on-2, they still played safe. And that's what they continue to do with this round alone, and that Molly, unfortunately, missing going into the bedroom.
Yeah, it's actually kind of worked in their favor again, keeping Dupree back from peeking that one. Apex, though, getting an opener again, as it's a little easier when he has AK and armor. Dupree doing something in return, though. Takes Maniac down with a CZ. Going to be traded out, those by Kenny. As Existence chimes in with 1 as well. And Karrigan and Zipnix, a Mag 7 and Kevlar between them, is going to get downed and out. Existence picks up a second with a round for him, and Titan giving TSM a little example of how not to lose against a pistol round.
And now KennyS is back on the op. And we're seeing TSM, actually, we haven't seen like a full, no, we have seen like a full buy out of them. I was actually just curious, again, if they were the team in this matchup to get full control of Banana like we saw with NIP and Navi, and it seems like they're not necessarily wanting to go for that, more in favor of playing passive and not committing that many smokes towards that that direction. But now, how's Kenny going to do on the op on the T side? That's what I'm curious about.
Well, let's not forget how much control the TSM are actually giving them of Banana. Gives Kenny a bit more room to work with. Of course, it's going to be down to mollies and smokes that are going to make his job difficult. But he's going to be given the freedom to peek it out, and that's going to get enough intel. Oh, what Apex was straight in front of him, and I'm proud of Kenny for not pulling the trigger.
I would have done it.
I would have pulled the trigger.
Doesn't matter, got a kill.
That's some restraint there, and some respect for Dan or Apex. Device with the UMP. Gets 600 for his troubles, but he's not going to go down just yet. Dupree is, though. And I think they're looking to stack this one up and try and get a glimpse towards New Box.
Trying to boost over the smoke, and
Kenny just catches him.
It's like a spot you would never like expect to look at, and KennyS just like easily, another kill for him. KGB Device now last two alive in a 2-on-4. Looks like they will try to save up these guns instead, not going to commit this. And that should be Titan now on the 10th round for themselves, 11-10. TSM still in the lead, but struggling to get control back in this game. Even after the amazing play to KGB, they just can't get that firm grasp.
Let's see if they can change some things around, as it's going to be 11-10. And I mean, we were suggesting that it was a very strong first half, which it was, of course, 9-6 for TSM on their CT side.
Man.
But Existence got out by KGB. But it has to be said that Titan so far, they've stumbled on 2. So far, they've had a pretty solid.
He's as far away from anything as he possibly could be, because he doesn't want to lose that off.
Safety first. But yeah, as I was saying, Titan have closed that gap nicely, and they've stumbled twice, but they have the economy now to back it up, and TSM still going to be cobbling together enough. Just about, of course. The 5-7 for Carrigan is going to stick because he's put the M4 in someone else's hands. It's IC, I assume. Of course, the ult from Prior. And Kenny actually may have some plans for an opening pick here. Because it is that 3-2 split. 3 players set about on that A site, and the 2 Ts, 2 Titan members, Maniac and Apex, are the ones hunting for a frag on B.
Let's see if they can pull it off. Apex has been struggling in this game with those kills, as he was on the bottom of the scoreboard in that first half, and unfortunately for him not going to be too successful towards B for now. Looks like they do have 3 Molotovs actually to work with, but I'm not sure if they could be going for a B hit. Typically when you see 2 or 3 Molotovs, you expect a B hit where they, burn them out of new box, you burn them out of oranges, even in dark. But Titan have been using Molotovs a lot differently in this game. And it looks like they do want to execute over towards, I think Maniac just going to cause a little bit of disruption towards B, as KennyS just going to get rid of that corner. And Dupree and KGB, though, are going to be waiting if they do come in through short. And it's on to Kenny. Can he land maybe the first shot? It's going to be difficult, but KGB can definitely pull this off. He's actually not trying to go for the corner shot. He's going to wait till they push into sight just a little bit more, so they have a little bit, more of a feeling of safety. But now, here we go. KGB gets demolished by RPK, and KennyS able to open up as well. And that will be Titan getting the bomb down. Maniac's still lurking towards B, though. And that's forced Xipnix to just pay even more attention, and Kerrigan's even being pulled back. So this will be Titan securing another round, tying things up at 11 apiece.
Titan. Strong composure on this T side, another one. And Maniac's kind of control of that B site, managed to keep those 2 CTs busy, keep them there and stop the rotate to enable that 11th round to be on the board for Titan. And now money-wise, we are going to be seeing, I think, TSM in dire straits, going to be just going for the 5-7 CZ, maybe a couple of nades as well. In fact, just a nade and a smoke for Xipnix, or Zipex, as I occasionally like to throw in there.
Can't count TSM out, though, when KGB has a pistol.
That's a very good point.
Oh, man.
We won't forget about that for a while.
No. Well, TSM going to do everything they can to hold on, but KennyS already able to open up on device. That was actually over towards middle, and RPK responding onto Debris, too. So Titan now in a 5-on-3, going to continue to play this one slow, I would assume, forcing Xipnix out of his spot. Again, it just seems like Inferno being a very snowbally map where once one team starts to pick up quite a few rounds, they just have all the equipment they need to successfully stack the rounds one after another in a pristine, flawless round for Titan. 12-11, they take the lead. First time in this game.
You wanted a close one, and you are being given it. Kenny, as you can see there, continuing to do in true Kenny fashion, sticking at the top of the scoreboard. 28 for him. And on the other side of things, Device holding his spot as the rest of the TSM guys claw on up. 21 for him. So, Titan finally in the lead of this one. It took them a very long road on T rounds. They just lost the first two, the two after the first round, off the back of that pistol. And now, Titan trying to do it again. Zipnix is going to shut down Apex, though. He took Karrigan with him, and oh, what? Maniac just jumped on the Molotov.
I think it just spread to him last second. And he did fall, but this is the first time that we've seen TSM get such aggressive control down Banana. They had, I think it was Dupree throw a smoke down towards the bottom, which Titan rushed straight through and into, the fire, the flames, the bullets, everything being thrown their way. So TSM getting control of Banana, forcing Titan to go over towards A, where Device is just gonna, casually spray through the smoke and kill RPK. I saw that look of disgust on your face, like, how do they do this? How do they just randomly, decide to just spray through a smoke and get a free kill?
I mean, I don't know what intel they're gathering that is the time to spray, but it was such, in perfect precision.
He dinged him with, in the first 3 bullets. It was...
Yeah, very nice from him, but we'll see if that's going to be influence on the round. I think Existence is going to be caught by KGB, and that's going to be a nice pickup from TSM as they... Zipnix with 2, and KGB and Device picking up 1 each as well. I feel like we've seen a distinct lack of this CT side AWPing from TSM. And Kenny S has been kind of very influential with his.
Yeah, I feel like that's just due to not having the economy, unfortunately. It was the first round win for Titan, then then TSM picked up the next 2, and then Titan got the next 5. So it's just can they get an economy to do it? I think they would want to, especially with the way the smokes have been placed, but they're just not able to get, the money in the bank to make it happen. And nice flash on the Kenny. So you can't get that shot onto, I believe that was Zipnix behind Car. But again, now we're finally starting to see TSM get control of Banana. They have the money to do this. And it's just forcing Titan's hand. It's forcing it over towards A. And Apex just walked straight through a smoke. I think he just did spot off the man. Device over through the smoke too. He saw him just his foot on the corner. And that does give Titan that man advantage.
His AK is called the Lion King. Wonder, what relevance does that have to an AK-47? Either way, RPK gets 1, gets a second. That was a tap and a half as KGB goes down. And all onto Karrigan, who is on the other bomb site. And he's going to be having none of it. So we need to go back to Lion King. The Lion King, is he the king of the lions?
Maybe he's got a tattoo.
Oh, maybe.
I'm not sure. But I feel like whenever Titan, they hit a site successfully, they get the first kill, and then it's just a flood of kills, just one after another. They just swarm the entire site, and TSM aren't able to counter flash in time or get in a position to stop them from getting their execute. But now it's just going to be Karrigan trying to hold on to his gun, and Titan, they have money to work with. They're going to chase him down. And LBRK securing that kill. Gets himself 3 in the round. And TSM, how bad would it be, Machine, for them to lose 3 games straight today?
I think at this point now, with Titan really kind of grabbing control of the game, their comms may be taking a bit of a dive. You've just come off the back of 2 losses. You're right, you're in the 3rd. You're against Titan, who arguably is the weaker of the 3 versus Pro and Fnatic. I think that's probably fair to say. And then Titan go on to give you a real test. I want to meet go around now. And this would put 14 on the board for Titan. That's dangerously close to that magic 16 number. And I think you're right. I think TSM would be feeling a little tilty.
What I liked about what we saw at Titan that last round in particular is that we had TSM get control of Banana, right, with the deep smoke, and they had 2 people still there. They didn't rotate one of them back over towards, rotate him back towards A to help defend, and because Titan realized there's probably 2 here, let's just hit A as quick as we possibly can, and then from that, 5 on 3, you can pretty much guess what's going to happen. A nice shot out of Apex does open up the B site. The bomb is back towards T stairs. Doesn't matter, they're just picking up kills left and right, and Titan should be able to secure their 14th round on the board. I say should, because KGB's still alive.
2 in 1 game. I don't think so. I'm just going to be preparing himself with the flashlight, and KGB do something. Device gets that as Apex does shut him down. He thought something was going to start piecing together there, as he do make it a little bit costly for Titan, but money isn't really their main problem at this point. Apex wraps it up with a 4th in that round, as he's just going to be stomping their eco down and not enabling any Cajun B antics to occur. AWP recovered, and it is going to be put in the hands of Kenny. And talking of AWPs, Device finally putting the rifle in his hands.
Now I want to see how this is going to work. I think he's going to rush down middle, maybe go for the quick peek, since they haven't been punished too much with early flashbangs or grenades, or I think even really smokes when it comes to this. So Device, if he can get a nice pick here, that could be the momentum they need to take another round. And he's actually not going to go for the peek this time, so he's going to play it back. We saw Kenny S play him, while the rest of TSM do get control of Banana. So let's see how this works out. I mean, last time this happened, you know, with TSM putting 2 men here, Titan just rushed straight towards A, where they just swarmed over it, and they might be going for it again. If RPK can pick up a kill onto Dupree or Device, KGB is going to be overwhelmed in pit.
Just catch a glimpse of a chicken. Yeah, that's sort of like wiggle as a chicken pushed through middle. Either way.
Just a pitter-patter of Kenny S running away.
The pitter-patter of App's presence, he knows they're there, and you can see the smoke in his hand suggesting wants to try and delay
Device versus Kenny S in middle.
This is it. Oh my God! Device had the pre-aim. He was ready for it, and Kenny S just shuts him down, puts him in his place.
I swear Kenny S doesn't know what a peeker's advantage is, because he just doesn't care. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And they're quickly rotating back towards B, where Zipnix is the only man defending. So Existence is trying to stall for time, sell this fake, and Zipnix quickly backs away as Existence picks up a kill and rotates now from Arch towards CT. Zipnix, if you could pull this off, it would be magical, but with only a 5-7, you're not Cajun B, I don't think. And they will spot him out, and there we go. Clean that one up. Titan gonna be on their 15th round. A lot of match points to go, and TSM gonna save their guns. You know, there was a post on Reddit on Global Offensive a couple days ago after DreamHack, I think it was, and how quick Kenny S is.
Oh, what, the flick?
The flick on it was on Inferno too.
Yeah, I remember.
And you see exactly right there why he's so damn fast and how accurate he is. Yes, it was a wall shot, but it was to the dome. Oh my lord, this guy.
And Device is going to be kicking himself because he held that angle for about 20 or 30 seconds before that. Either way, let's not get hung up on that one frag, as beautiful as it may have been. The magic stick doing just
magical things.
Now Dupree and Cajun B are going to be able to hold onto their weapons. Just about. Look at Titan's economy though. There's no way. Ooh, wow, Kenny S. Oh, a glimpse of someone. I think it was the dome of Cajun B. Didn't quite connect though. You get to watch it one more back. This is Device perspective, so he's chilling, and that was in slow-mo. That was in slow-mo.
I can't shoot that fast, even in slow-mo.
Whoop. Look how little of him he saw. There you go. That's the real time. Oh my lord.
See, now I want to know is, would he have shot even if he didn't see him? But here we go now into the potential final round for Titan. Can they pick up the win against TSM and force them on a 3 losses today? In week number 2, they would put them on a 2-3 scoreline. That's rough to be for TSM. They can't count them out just yet. They still have bought everything they possibly can. Titan with a plethora of money to spend, even if they do lose this round. And how are TSM going to stop these pushes? How are they going to defend?
The answer will be provided very shortly. Now Device, learning his lesson, puts the AWP to the side. I think the money helped him make that decision, but regardless, my voice is breaking. And just a pistol for Zipnix. Going to be taking a leaf out of his teammate Cajun B's book. And now 50 seconds to T side. Yet to really make too much of a push. Of course, waiting out these smokes that have been thrown out by the CTs. They still have just 1 smoke remaining, and that is in the hands of Cajun B.
And TSM are playing super passive towards A. We have Device sitting in the library. We have Dupree and Cajun B defending from pit. It's going to be a really tough hold for them, and more of a potential retake. But in the meantime, looks like Titan have grouped up over towards B. Kerrigan and Zipnix going to be the 2-way Existence, just kind of try to cause a little bit of distraction. And I feel like it's working out. Kerrigan is just thinking about maybe heading back towards A, but the Execute's coming towards B. Existence pushing through towards CT, and Zipnix, he can't connect the shots.
Oh, but Maniac can. Takes Kerrigan out of it, and now look at this position. The CTs know this is going to be so very difficult. Maniac makes it even more so. He picks up his second, and it's Cajun B and Dupree to try and claw something back, but the Molotov's going to delay them, and Titan are just pushing where it hurts. And TSM, this very well will be 3 losses in a row, 3 in one day. And Kenny S puts a bow on it to wrap it all up. And 32 at the end of that game. Strong, strong performance. And what a T-side from Titan.
Yeah, considering how it was 9-6 first half with TSM playing T-side, I expected it to be, all right, well, TSM, they won. That's it. But Titan really showing up. Kenny S, I mean, again, put his team on his back and really performed. Device did really well on the CT side, or sorry, the T side for TSM. But fortunately, like, it didn't translate into the CT side for him when they swapped.
Take a
Crazy game.
Yeah, that was...
I mean, we had some amazing plays there. Cajun B with his 4K with his P250 in apps and bedroom, and Kenny S with that shot right there onto Device. These guys, I mean, they always bash heads. At least we had a close game. It was, 1 out of 3, or 1 out of 4, but still, that was a way to end the show. Yeah,
we've had a lot of games. You touched on it already. Let's just remind you of what we have witnessed today. The first game, of course, TSM versus Virtus Pro. A real strong showing from Virtus Pro on a map that they arguably have been a bit weaker on earlier on in the early on in their CS:GO. What about the NIP Na'Vi result?
Well, Na'Vi, in their debut of the ESL ESEA Pro League, come out with a win against NIP, 16-14 on Inferno. Well played to them. Then we had Fnatic stomping TSM 16-6 on Overpass. And then, of course, the final game of the day was Titan coming back on that T side, 16-12 to close things out with.
And with those concluded, it's not all over yet, though. We do, of course, have the NA stuff that's going to be kicking off about 2 AM our time, 8 PM for those of you that are over in the States. And, I mean, Paradox versus Nihilum is going to be the first game.
And then we have finally Keyed, the team from Brazil, moving to North America, and their debut versus Tempo Storm with Shazam on it. And Shazam previously playing with CLG, who was a heavy supporter of Keyed back when they were in the offline qualifiers for Katowice, back when they're with them. And then, of course, to follow up, we have Elevate up against Ace Gaming, and Alex to round out the entire night of the games. Another cracker.
Yeah, I mean, Keyed Stars and Ace Gaming will be showing up and bashing heads once again. The side of EU, though, for tomorrow, we do have another set of cracking games. More games from Titan, though. Let's see if Kenny can keep going and see if Titan can continue down that path. Besting TSM today. Let's see how they fare against Hellraisers and Penta tomorrow. And
then, of course, we have Flipside making their debut against the team who did it today up against Na'Vi. That is going to be an exceptionally good game, especially with the history between the two teams when it came to PGL. And then to round things out with, it's going to be Envious up against Virtus Pro. That's going to be a good match. Knock on wood. Hopefully it's not another one-sided game, but just this is what I love, is that there's so many good games every week in North America and in Europe.
Yeah, we really are gifted so much good CS, and it's a pleasure to cast. That does about wrap it up for us here at ESL. Do be sure to check out our social medias, our personal ones, at Machini TV, at JKaplan, as well as at ESL CS. But until next time, we'll see you tomorrow.